Throughout history, mankind has sought the answers to the world's biggest questions. Is there a God? Why didn't the gloves fit OJ? Will Lil Wayne ever release the Carter 5? The games industry is no stranger to these types of questions. One, for example, is the question regarding Grand Theft Auto 5. Why is GTA 5 still selling like hotcakes? Grand Theft Auto 5 was the third best-selling game in June 2017. This is preceding the same spring where we saw the release of Horizon Zero Dawn, a new Nintendo console with quite possibly one of the greatest games ever made, Nier Automata, Persona 5, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Resident Evil. However you may feel about that list of games I just mentioned, what they all have in common is that they all released in 2017. Yet, they're all being outsold by a game that originally released in fall of 2013 on the previous console generation. The game has topped 80 million sales and is looking to overtake Wii Sports as the third best-selling game of all time. How does Grand Theft Auto 5 continue to top the charts 4 years after its initial release? Well, let's start from the beginning. Grand Theft Auto games in their history have all been about roaming free in an open world and kind of just doing whatever you want. You want to find a hooker, use her services, and then murder her immediately after and get back your money? Cool beans. You want to steal a jet plane, crash it, and then punch a dude in the face right after? Dope. You want to play tennis? Fine. Grand Theft Auto thrives in its boundlessness. GTA 3 pioneered this when it originally released on the PlayStation 2, and in fact, redefined the way we look at games. Grand Theft Auto 3 was large, open, and created a plethora of opportunities to make your own fun despite being a game with a core story and missions to go on. Take that idea and apply it to 12 years of technological progression, a large increase in scope, and a very large budget, and what you get is Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 builds on the principles that Grand Theft Auto 3 set forth. It's a game that encourages debauchery, straying away from the beaten path, and having a large diversity of activities to do. GTA 5 continues to push the boundaries of how open and free a world could be. At the same time of its original release, there was no other game within its genre that competed with its scale. Today, 4 years later, Grand Theft Auto 5 still thrives on its impressively built world. San Andreas is ultra detailed and its believability compared to other open world games is unparalleled. Games like Watch Dogs, Mafia, and Saints Row exist in their own open world cities which have their own unique qualities that set themselves apart. But Grand Theft Auto's open worlds are so masterfully crafted that the worlds themselves are the attraction more so than superpowers or hacking abilities. Grand Theft Auto 5's San Andreas provides a playground for seemingly endless entertainment. This concept exponentially increases in scope when online is introduced. GTA Online is an all-encompassing playground that is expanded in its 4-year lifespan. It takes everything that is great about the single-player GTA experience and applies them to online. That includes the big, expansive, very detailed open world. That includes the openness and freedom of gameplay. That includes the diverse range of choices in guided and free activity. The heart and soul of why people love GTA is present in the multiplayer, and this is vital to the experience. GTA Online is the perfect playground. It is very regularly updated by Rockstar with substantial activities to take part in which involve co-op modes, competitive modes, asymmetric multiplayer modes, races, vehicle combat modes, heists, and others. Take for example Cars vs Runners. User-created modes where players in cars would launch themselves towards players on foot in a survival-type mode blew up in GTA 5 without Rockstar ever pushing towards something like this. It's become a trend and has taken over GTA Online with countless other user-created activities. Rockstar didn't have to encourage this type of creativity. All they needed to do was provide the tools for it, and this type of user-created content took a life of its own. GTA Online is a content factory that only keeps on giving. Mix this in with the fact that Rockstar continually builds on GTA Online with new modes, features, and tools. In Grand Theft Auto Online, there is always something new to take part in. It's not just a game, it's a playground. It's a collection of systems that creates a perfect playing environment to draw new players in.
Yes, but even beyond that, I think its status as a cultural linchpin in games has a lot to do with its continued success. Blessing dropped a quick hip-hop reference at the top of this video that was pretty clearly a quick quip, but I think it may be more deeply connected to the subject at hand than he initially considered.
Hey, hi, who are you and why are you in my video?
Hey, I'm AJ. I hijack videos sometimes. The OK Beast guys are just the latest victims of my brain spewing madness about video games and such, but more on that at the end of the video. Anyway, I think Grand Theft Auto as a franchise benefited a lot from the same phenomena as the best-selling artist in that realm, Eminem. Or we could take it even further back in hip-hop, back to the beginnings of hip-hop as we know it today. NWA. Shock value is powerful, but being shocking alone isn't enough. It needs something more. And I think that boils down to, well, obviously the quality of the product that's been detailed in the video so far, but for this aspect of GTA's success, you gotta look at two distinct things that need to occur when something shocking or controversial is being pitched to people. The first is a widespread repulsion of what is being presented. Nothing spreads faster than things people are repulsed by. Think about it. Can you think of a time when someone you follow on social media shared something that Trump said that angered them? Or on the tamer side, how bad the new Taylor Swift song or Death Note movie is? I'm sure you have. And those reactions are the catalyst to this factor of Grand Theft Auto's success. These reactions spread awareness and therefore curiosity. There's always bound to be those who give the black sheep a fair shot despite public outrage. In this instance, GTA just turned out to be good. Or in the cases I stated earlier, Eminem turned out to be funny and really talented. NWA struck a chord with people. A lot of people agreed with their message, and the hate and vitriol from detractors and authorities and such only served as fuel for the fans' love. This effect usually follows the law of diminishing returns, but I think that the nature of game development led to more and more reactions from people as the games got closer and closer to home. The originals had a relatively tepid aversion from concerned parents and religious figures and the like, but that was nothing compared to their reaction to GTA's foray into the third dimension with GTA 3, or to bring it to GTA 5, the inclusion of the first-person camera view in the current gen versions of the game. These new developments in the franchise reinvigorate the people up in arms against it, which piques the interest of those people with a more measured view on the games. It's the boy who cried wolf, only it's the out-of-touch cry video games cause gamers to be violent. Working title. This is a big part of GTA's continued relevance because, as Eminem likes to say, everybody loves to root for a nuisance.
Thank you so much, AJ, for your input. If you guys liked what AJ had to say, make sure to check him and his buddies out over on the Fanatics 4 YouTube channel, where they have similar video essays about games and anime. From its inception, Grand Theft Auto has had as much of an impact from the perspective of cultural influence as it has on open world gameplay. GTA 5 sells well because of its importance. It displays the benefits of having an engaging content loop and world, while at the same time establishes its place as a cultural touchstone. It's a platform that keeps building, and with continual new content and continual refreshed relevancy in the way that content stands out, comes continual new players. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and thank you once again to AJ from Fanatics 4 for the contribution. Every Friday, we have a new video essay right here on OK Beast, so if you can, like the video and subscribe to stay updated. Also, leave a comment letting us know if you missed anything. Why do you think GTA 5 is still selling? My name is Blessing. You can of course find me on Twitter at Blessing Jr., and you can find OK Beast on Twitter at OKBeastNow. We appreciate your support. Visit okbeast.com for podcasts covering games and nerd culture, game reviews, opinion pieces, and more.